Hello, hello, my frizzy friends. Happy Thursday. How is everyone doing this morning? Let's see who's in chat with me this morning. We've got Yarn. Hello, Rebecca. How's it going? Halfway point in the dragon head dice bag for your sister-in-law. Nice. That's going to be awesome. Super cool. Lana Banana is here and Leslie's here. Welcome in, you guys. Leslie's brewing coffee. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And Amber is in the house. Are you listening and shopping, Amber? Here comes Pie. She's going on to the cart to have a rest, I think. Apologies if you hear whoever is doing their yard work today. It is not a good day for yard work. It is raining and pouring here today. Super windy. Pie, not on the keyboard, honey. So it's super windy here, but somebody decided they're going to do all their yard work this morning. So I do apologize for that. It might be loud. I hope it's not. Hopefully my computer realizes it's background noise and just cuts it out. It's pouring where you are too, Rebecca. It's not pouring at the minute, but it's just kind of sprinkling. It was raining a lot harder this morning, but it's been super windy here. And in fact, we lost power from... Pie's trying to get... Let's not show the backside. Hi, Melly. Welcome in. And BB. Hello, hello. So this was what? 2 days ago now, I think? Was it? Or was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday. Lost power at 1:30 in the morning. Didn't get it back till about 6:30 in the morning. So I was like, oh my gosh, I can't get my nice hot shower in. I can't brew my coffee. I was like, didn't know what to do, you know. I was like, should I even make lunches for the day for the kids? It was just one of those kind of things where I was all over the place and then of course I lit like every candle I have downstairs. So all the candles were lit. I got my neck light that I have. And then I was crocheting a little bit because I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't want to open the fridge because, you know, you don't want to let out the cold air since there's no power. So I was like, So I was crocheting and I probably got about 10 minutes into crocheting and the lights all came back on. So that was how it went. Did Jay come in? I didn't see. Or are you saying, let's see. Oh, Jay, hello. I didn't see you come in. Welcome in. Welcome in. 80 here today, Leslie said, and a wet Christmas in the forecast. Blustery, where Amber's at, gusts up to 65 miles an hour are forecasted. Wow. Pardon me. Went down the wrong pipe. Oh, my goodness. Windy, where Rebecca is, drizzles. A heavy patch just came through. No. I is like mischievous. She's trying to knock over my snails, but her sister just came to snuggle her. So hopefully they'll just take a rest. So, hi, Grammy Rita. Welcome in. Welcome to the kitty chaos. Beautiful Sunday where you're at. High of 73. You just hear them knocking stuff down. Yeah, no. I'm just going to move this over here. 10 productive minutes. Yeah, exactly. Relaxing. And then the lights came on and then I had to start doing everything up like I normally do. Marianne, slip and sliding in. Hello, my friend. Welcome in. Lana's getting 86 degrees in South Riverside, California, but it's supposed to pour 24th, 25th, and 26th. Nice. And hello, Gwen. Welcome in. And Heidi's in the house. Yes. Amber, I was going to chime in because you, I think it was you and Rebecca were both, I guess, wearing the same color. And I'm wearing the color too. I just have stripes. Marianne's 55 degrees out, 70 degrees inside. Windy as all heck. And my laptop's giving me fits. It's the wind, I'm telling you. I don't even know what caused the power outage the other night. Usually there's like stuff all over the place that says. I have no idea what it was. Hi, Sally. Welcome in. And Tank is here. Hello, my Tank. And Arrow's in the house. Congrats again, Arrow, for winning Amber's beautiful poncho. I wanted to call it a shawl, but I didn't. Look, you guys. This is how far Sprout has gotten. he's a big, yeah. I told Lizzie she's not allowed to come into this area because I started to assemble him. And so I don't want her seeing how large he actually is. So what I'm working on is, I lost an arm. Oh, there it is. I'm working on his arms. So I have the arms made, but one was, for some reason, I don't know how to count, and one was a couple of rows short. So I'm just adding those on real quick before I start assembling. So power was flickering earlier due to the rain. Yeah, it's no bueno, you know. Hello, Julianne. Oh, did you go by Marty? Northern California. Nice, nice, nice. I'm from California too. I'm from the Bay Area originally, but I'm up here in Washington now where it rains all the time. You take the rain over being 0 wind chills from last week. Below 0 wind chills from last week. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really, this is the biggest one I've ever made, Sally. It's huge. She said she wanted it equivalent in size to the giant pebble that I made. And so when I was looking at that pebble, since I made it quite large already, I was like, really? Does it have to be equally in height to how they are in the game? Yeah, Mom, it has to be. Oh, man. Had I known in the first place. Hadn't looked that far into the forecast. Oh my gosh, yeah. I know. I don't know what we're supposed to get on Christmas. I wonder if I guess it should say now, right, on the 10-day forecast. Let's see. Flood watch. We have a flood watch. Rain, 100% forecast of rain. Yes, yes. So we're looking at, what is it, on Thursday? Is it Thursday next week? I think it's Thursday. I don't know where my calendar is. 50% chance of rain. We may on Sunday and Monday actually get some snow flurries. Actually, Friday too. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday show snow flurries possible. So that would be pretty cool. Welcome in, Arlena. Hello, hello. You had a major cold in the earlier part of the week. Major like chill in the air. Yep. Yes, don't forget to mash those thumbs, you guys. There is a word of the day as well. So you can feel free to start trying to chime in. I have already said the word of the day a few times. Hi, Sharon. Welcome in. One of my newest members. I hope your day is going well. Okay, I have one more round, and then the arm is the full length that I need it to be. So, and the girls are cuddled up, and they're snuggling on the 3-tier cart that I have here. So there should be no more mischief for a little bit anyway. I'd show you, but it's chaos over here. I have a Christmas chaos going on of things being wrapped. The things that are wrapped I have over here because my closet was just getting really overwhelming. And so I like the stuff that I finished wrapping, I put over here, and so I could certainly use that as a word of the day for sure. It's not today's word of the day, but a couple of you have already said the word of the day. So, and Tank, I don't know what happened. I thought I had made you a moderator. However, when I went to look, your name wasn't on there, so I added it. So anyway, you're a moderator. So you've got a new blue dress if it wasn't already on. My brain wouldn't let me stop thinking about a design for Mama G Carry Yarn, so I'm working on that. Oh, nice. That's awesome. And BB's been a member for 2 months of my Pollen Pals. Yay, BB. Yeah, that yarn's gorgeous, Amber. I love it. I totally see how you saw that yarn and thought of that Hirschner's catalog cover for the hummingbird. It's like they were made to be together. But I know Mama G's been using a lot of inspiration from, what's that painter's name? Bob Ross. Oh my gosh, my brain. Bob Ross. She's been using a lot of Bob Ross, like paint colors and style, kind of, using that as inspo. So I know that maybe that's where that one came from, Lana's been a member for a whole year in the Royal Hive. Thank you, my Lana Banana. And Tank's been a member of my Palm Pals for 4 months. Thank you, Tank. And Amber, a member for 10 months. Woo woo. That's right. That's right. Yes. So I wrote myself a list. I have a list of things I need to do today and tomorrow and the weekend. So I'm booked. Rebecca, member for a year. Oh my gosh. It's just crazy how the time goes, right? It's been a whole year already. What's the word? So the BB, the word of the day, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people have said it so far. You just kind of start guessing words. It's a word I've said. It's a noun. I will say that. And it just helps to drum up chatter in the chat, which is good for Al Gore and his rhythms, as Mama G says. So yeah, it's good, just showing people are interested in what I'm saying. So I'm not just like sitting here like, hello. So yeah. And Gwen, yes, Gwen's been a member for a month in the Frizzy Friends. Thank you, Gwen. Son saw I was a member a year. My son said part of the cool kids club. Heck yeah, that's right. That's right. We're part of the hive. Yep. So anyway, I got my list. Today I am going to, we're doing our holiday baking this weekend. And what we found to be the easiest, we used to get together, my dad and I would get together and we would be at one house and I'd be, getting batches of cookies ready. He'd be keeping things popping in the oven and he'd be getting other cookies ready. It was chaos though. And so I don't know when this started, maybe up in Washington, but we started doing it where we each took on a few cookies ourselves and then we will come together at the end of it all and then put the trays together, to gift out. So, Lana, you already said the word of the day, Lana. She's trying everything all in one go. I love it. Yes, you guys have said the word of the day. The word of the day is sprout, which is what this character is that I'm working on. Welcome in. What would you like me to call you? Two Skulls? I'm good with that. Good to see you. What are you working on? But yeah, so today I'm going to put together, I think I'm going to put together the dough for the sugar cookies, the frosted sugar cookies, because those have to be refrigerated it's like an hour or longer the dough needs to be refrigerated. So I'm just going to make it today and then I won't bake it today. I'll maybe bake it tomorrow or Saturday. But at least then I'll have something checked off, some part of it done. Yes, incredible memories, exactly. That's what we're building, right? Or swing, yeah, swing. Yeah. Let's see. I used to be the one to do all the baking, cookies and fruitcake. I'm not doing it this year, just no energy for it. Yeah, I know it's. Oh, and hey, no worries. No worries. I don't have Nightbot like canceling people for doing caps. I know that a lot of times that's because of having site issues and stuff. So not a problem. The only thing that's going to make it harder this year to do the baking is these 2 little kittens that I have that are sleeping right now, because most likely they're going to be right up on the counter trying to get in all of the cookie business. So I'm going to need to, I might have to put them in the crate, and shut the door just for a little while I put stuff together. Sean had to do that yesterday because they're so stealthy now and they've gotten big enough to jump up onto the our countertops. And so he had the stove on and they were trying to just walk onto the hot stove. And so he was like, oh my gosh, the chaos. He had to put them in the crate. They were not happy about it, but what are we going to do? They don't know they don't get it. So alligator rhythm. Like that, sassy. I love that. That's perfect. Oh my goodness. So I have his hair, Sprout's hair, which is like, he's a strawberry character. If you're new, he's a strawberry character from a game called Dandy's World. But anywho, So I have all the pieces of it. I'm going to do a layered sort of a thing. So I've got that going. And then I did do the eyes and the mouth I'm working on. I'm not sure that I'm happy with it though. That's my thing. So his eyes are just round. This is what they look like. And when I stitch it down, when I whip stitch it down, what I will do probably, I'm trying to think now. Do I want to, I'll either just stitch down the back loop or I will do both loops. I haven't decided yet. But the eyes just look like this. So the only thing is the way that I had to do them so that you didn't get all the jagged that you would normally get around here is I actually had to do, I did a round of slip stitches in the back loop when I switched the color. And that gave you that nice, like solid edge of the black. And then I added on with the white, you know, continuing up. But what that also did was create a little bit of a bump up in the eye. So I don't know exactly where his eye is going to go, but you know, I don't know if I just have them bump out a little bit or if I try to stretch the eye and then tack it down so that it's more flat. I haven't decided yet how I want to do that. Or if I want to just make, the other option would be I could make them as separate pieces. That's what I did with Pebble. I actually made the black part in acrylic yarn so that it wasn't thicker. It wasn't creating a lot of thickness in the, you know, the levels. And then I whip stitched that down and that looked good. So that's another option. So I have to decide if that's what I'm going to do one way or another. His mouth, I had worked it. This is his mouth, but what he needs is he has 3 lines. So he'll have 4 separate teeth and then a black outline that goes all the way around. And I'd done it, but I'd done it, I did it with slip stitches at first, and the lines were so thick that it was like too much. So I took it out, and this is doing back loop, or not back loops, back stitching. I did it twice just to give it enough thickness so it looks good, but not too thick. And then I would have to go around still on the mouth. So yeah, so we'll see. Did Callie come in? Hi, Callie. Welcome in. Hi, Lydia. And Magic Frog is in the house. Mirabelle. Mirabelle, is it Maribel or Mirabelle? Is it an M-I or M-A? I've seen it both ways and I'm just not sure. Please don't whack-a-mole me. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, let's see. Christmas is going to end me this year. Oh my gosh. No. You're doing so good. I'm sure you've got most of your projects already done, right? Oh my goodness. The process of designing another Danny's World guy, and it's winning. Nice. Did you see? I don't know if you were here. This is how big he is. This is going to be Sprout. Look how big he is. I'm going to have to make the smaller one too because we have a smaller, since I test my own pattern, then when I test it, I just use acrylic yarn, and then I can, you know, I can do, if I'm going to do a tutorial, that's when I would do it, and then I would take photos of it and such. I haven't decided yet if I should do tutorials or not, or if I should just like do patterns. I'm not really sure because I don't know how many people want to make them. You're getting bigger. Oh, you're asking, Lana's asking if Callie's getting bigger. I bet she is. She's having a baby. It's exciting times. Mirabelle. Okay, so it's an M-I. I gotcha. No whack-a-mole on YouTube schools. Be kind and polite and you're all good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes. But I have, you know, we don't get too many trolls that come in, I would say. Right? I mean, it's more in the vertical lives that you see that. So, okay. So I need to, actually, I pretty much can do. Mirabelle, it's really big. In my defense, as I was making it, I was like, do you think this is big enough, Lizzie? And she kept saying, it needs to be bigger. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be bigger. And she just kept going. Same with the legs. It just kept having to get bigger. And I'm like, are you sure? I don't know if it needs to be that big. Mom, I want it to be really, like, really big. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. Yes, that's right. Mama raised you right, right? As much work as it is, easier than tutorials for you. Yeah. I know. Tank's like at the ready. She's like, I got it. And if you blink when the troll hits, Marianne has her sword. So, you know, Lana's in there. The crew is good to go. I'm not worried. Oh my gosh. Welcome in. New to crochet, was wondering if someone could suggest the best stitch to make a dishwashing cloths. You guys, my people here that make washcloths, what is the best stitch to use for that? I have never yet made a dishwash. I can't even say that 10 times fast. Dishwashcloth, dishwashcloth. Morning, Kendra. Welcome in. The word of the day, if you missed it, is sprout. You have to be 18 or older. We're going to just draw the 5 names today. Last week, I was so confused. I thought today was the day I needed to draw the prizes. However, I forgot there's a whole other Tuesday at the end of this month. So the 30th, I will be drawing the prize winner. So I do a gift away. I'm doing one for members this month, and I'm doing one for just everybody, includes members, but it includes everybody. So every live, I pick 5 names. You get some entries in. Hey, Aisha, how's it going? Good to see you. I know it's always the handles now. So if you kind of have to, right? You have to tell me what your name is because it doesn't always show me now. Butterflies in the house. You finished the last Christmas present. Oh, that's amazing. Last Christmas present that you're going to crochet. Nice. Half double or single crochets for dishcloths are good. It looks like go with a simple single or half double crochet. I know many people say that they hate the single because it takes a lot longer. Ami makers, that's the stitch you use, so you just deal with it, I guess. We kind of have to because you use the bigger stitches, you're going to see more holes in your plushies, so that's the way it is. Oh my goodness. Your mom is 94. Oh, that's amazing. Crocheting for many years. I love that. That's awesome. And Kendra, thank you so much. It's almost Friday. I know, it's Friday Eve. Thank you so much. That's going to get you 2 entries in, actually. You've hit the marker. So thank you for that, Kendra. I'm putting your name down. So yes. Oh yeah. So yeah, exactly. Just what Kendra did. If you're new, gifted chats, members, gifted memberships, super stickers, all that stuff. That all gets you entries in to win as well. And so yeah, we've got 2 really great prizes. They're bags full of little fun things for mostly crochet related, but there's some other stuff too. So yes, Aisha and was there another person that came in that I missed? Hang on. I feel like I missed somebody that just had a couple of letters on their name. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't. I'm hoping I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I'm sorry. Sometimes the chat goes fast too, and then my eyes are like, wait, I missed something. You like to try out new stitch patterns as washcloths almost as a swatch. That's a good idea, Sally. Very good idea. She loves crochet things. Did she teach you? Did you say if she taught you to crochet, your mom? My mom tried to teach me. And she kind of did when I was young. She taught me how to chain, and I believe single crochet, because I remember making a doll, like a little scarf, just working back and forth. Nothing in the round. Everything was flat. But the book that my mom has, I don't know if she still has it, but the one she had that I remember looking at, it was all black and white. hand-drawn kind of drawings, very old school, you know, and very hard to, for a kid anyway, who's never crocheted, it was very hard to pick out like what was what and where the stitch was. I just couldn't do it. And so I never really got into it until I became an adult, and then the Ami kind of wave hit. And so that's what really got me interested in doing the Amis mostly. Who needs to be swacked with the sword? You mix the scrubby yarn with the cotton for the kitchen, and it doesn't scratch the pants. That's good to know. Hey, no worries. You continue your counting. Okay. I'm trying to think about the character. I think the thumb is kind of up, like so, if you could see. I think it's kind of up on the arms. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Joanne. How's it going? Happy holidays. I'm looking for my stuffing. Talking about single crochet with Ami, and I'm sitting over here shaking my head vigorously in agreement about 15 rounds of 60 single. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I gotcha. Yeah, it takes a while. So there's two things that I learned through making this. One is that this hook size is not the hook size I would use if I was to make it again. This is a J hook. It just, for this type of yarn, this is the Parfait Premier Chunky. I would go with a smaller hook, but I had already gone too far before realizing, and I hadn't stuffed anything yet. When I stuffed it, I realized, oh, there's going to be gaps and holes if I put too much stuffing in here. I wasn't used to that because with Bernat Blanket, it's fuzzier, and so it hides any kind of gap really, really well. This one, not so much. So there's that. The other thing that I find with this one is it is very pull aparty. See that? It just like pulls right off. I don't like that. Hi Helix, welcome in, my friend. We're going to be warm in, but have drape and flowy. Ooh, good question. Yeah, so one person I saw online, they actually torched the end of it a little bit to stop that from happening. So on his scarf, I did that. Can I borrow your scarf? So Lizzie wanted the scarf to be long enough to where she could wear it if she wanted to, like, try to dress up as Sprout and do a cosplay kind of thing. So I made it long enough for a person. I'm just trying to hold it up so you guys can see. I just torched the very, very tips of this yarn in the hopes that it won't be as, see how it's not coming off? I mean, if you pull too hard, you will probably get that. But she wanted tassels on hers, or fringe, excuse me. She wanted fringe on it. And if I left it as it was, she would just be a multi-mess, you know, the whole time she's wearing it, or Sprout's wearing it. It'll be all over the floor. So that's what I did. But my concern is that I didn't realize that that was an option until the tassels. So when I weaved in ends and such, I did not do that. So hopefully it won't get too, you know, we won't have too much of an issue with this scarf, with the whole project, really. But we shall see. We shall see. Time will tell, right? You taught yourself to crochet and knit, Lydia? Yeah. You go up in hook size for drape and flowiness. Yeah, that's a good idea. And hello, Rita. How's it going, my friend? I hope your day's going well. Good morning, good morning. Torch the tip. Yeah, so here's the thing on that, Callie. This was my first time doing this. Couple things, if I would say, definitely have an adult present. If you're a kiddo that is, please don't do that at home without an adult present. Also, don't hold it. If you're going to do And when I say torch, I mean like a lighter would work, anything like that. Okay. When you're going to do it, don't hold it like this. That's a bad choice. Okay. Ask me how I know. I was holding them close because I didn't want it to go too far. Why I thought my fingers being the stopping point was not a good choice either, but I did start it like this, and I was holding it far enough away, but what happened is the end caught fire, and that was a very small amount, but it was going to go fairly quickly, so I had to it out and then quickly realize then it looks like it's been charred, you know. That was not a good choice. So the best way to do is to hold it out like so, straight out, have the flame from down here, and then just like far enough down to where you'll start to see, because it's polyester, it's like a plastic, right? So it starts to kind of melt. And so you just want the tip of it to kind of right back in a little bit. Thank you, Rita. I know it does feel like candy cane vibes. That's why I'm wearing my peppermonti snail earrings. Aren't those cute? So yeah, that's another good solution to avoid the shedding. Don't use chenille yarn. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yep. It's so funny. So yeah, it's just frustrating because I didn't realize that until I've already gotten really far into it, that yarn is that way. This is really, I think when I did, I'm trying to remember, I think I did Pebble and Parfait Chunky as well. And I knew that it was multi, but I didn't realize, like I didn't sit there and pick at it and realize how multi it was. Run when you like. That's what it felt like, Tink. I was like, ah! And then of course the tip of it kind of wrapped onto my fingers. I had a little black char piece of thread on there, so it burnt me a little bit. Nothing more than I would say, you know, using a hot glue gun or something like that. But not only did the other thing I would suggest is do it not on top of a carpet. That's what I was in Lizzie's room while she was doing school. I'm like, psst. Don't try it like I did it, please. Just be safe, you know, have water handy just in case. But yeah, it's just like, because people do that, you guys, to the backs of safety eyes. Have you ever seen that? So sometimes people will actually use a lighter on the back and melt the back part of the plastic eye over onto the back part of the safety, you know, the little washer bit. And just for that way, it makes it so it's not going to accidentally pop back off, I guess. I've done it a couple times. Yeah, that's how you found out it's not cotton. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, Mandy. And hello, Lori. How's it going today? Oh my gosh, right? Trial and error, trial and error. We learn something new every day. You do that to the eye, yeah. Also, you have to be very careful with that because the eye backing is not very long. And then, of course, you've got your crochet piece. So you have to be very careful because you can singe the yarn that way. Most of the time it'll be on the inside of the project, but still, you just don't want anything that's going to compromise, you know, the solidity of your piece. So do not do this at home. Exactly. Yeah, learn from my mistakes. But I don't know. There's so many people I know that use Premier Parfait Chunky all the time. And I've never seen them torch the end of it, you know? So I don't know. That's just like a new thing people are coming out with or what? But I just happened to see it on a video one time and I was like, oh, is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I haven't been doing that. I just never thought to do that. Okay, so I kind of want this part to be flattened to him, not puffing out too far. Otherwise, it's going to look weird. So I'm going to flatten this piece. Okay. Alley Cat, how's it going? Kimberly's in the house. All right. It's So what is everybody working on? Have you finished your Christmas presents? Are you done wrapping? All those things. I still need to, oh, that's also on my list today. So I have to work on present wrapping some more. I want to get my setup in the garage. So what I think I'm going to do when I do my resin, because it's really not good for your lungs. You should have a very well ventilated area. And so I also don't want the kittens or any cat getting into this stuff, right? So definitely be wearing my gloves and everything. I was thinking I would have the garage door open, and I'll just lock the cats away from the garage area so that I can be out there, have the door open so it's fully circulated with air when I'm doing the resin. So that's my thought. But yeah, I have all the clay pieces that I'm going to do that too. And then I also have, I don't know if I told you guys, she doesn't really watch my lives, I don't think, but needless to say, I'm making something for someone that in my household who is a self-proclaimed witch, basically. So she is getting and loves celestial, moon, such. So anyways, I bought a mirror. It's just a small one, about yay big, because that was the biggest they had. This is a Pinterest craft that I found, and I clayed onto it a crescent moon, and I painted it to look like a moon. It's got craters, all the things. And then I added 3 eye hooks. Is that what they're called? I think eye hooks in jewelry. Yeah, like, little eye hooks coming down so that I could hang things from it. And I had my son pick out 3 of he has a collection of gems, crystals, rocks, geodes. And I asked him to pick out 3 for Gaga. Basically, that's what it's going to be. So I need to do my very first wire wrapping of stones, and I will have some pretty, hanging crystals from the mirror. So, hey, Mommy, it's so good to see you. It's so nice to have you over here on this side of the streets. Leslie's working on a new blanket for the dog. She's just so cute. Asking for a new one every time I work on one. Aw. She's doing quality control checks and make sure everything is a-okay. Poncho's starting out with granny clusters, stuck on what's next. Are you starting to use the Mama G yarn, Amber? Did you get started with that? And Tank's on the last gift, making my honey a large rice buddy. Sewing 2 hand towels together with channels for the rice. I've never heard of that, Tank. Send a picture in Discord. I've literally never heard of. Oh, wait, are you talking about the ones that you can heat up? Is that what that is? Like heat up in the microwave and it's for relaxing, put around your neck, that kind of thing? When you go live, because you come on at 5:30. But I have to watch your replay. Oh, yeah. She comes on at 5:30, Rita. That's when I see her coming in. Just checking I didn't miss anything. Rita, I don't think she hasn't changed the time. All right. Yeah, play yarn. That's the other thing. This yarn does not frog very well. Doesn't frog very well. Here's the other thing. When you are sewing pieces together, you usually use the end and you sew through many, many times. Some of these pieces are big. And I have my 5-inch needle that I'm using, which is amazing, by the way. If you guys make or ever plan to make large plushies, highly recommend getting one of these. When I saw it the very first time, I grabbed it. So, and it's a Bates. I think it's Bates that sells, Susan Bates. But anyway, when you're going through, not only does this yarn molt from the end, I wanted to see, maybe it'll have one. A lot of times as I'm working through, what you'll notice is that the fluff is parted and you just see the cord in the middle. It'll just come up randomly. So anytime that happened, I would just, because the yarn breaks kind of easily. Like I'll show you because I don't need all of this. Already? It just snaps, right? So anytime I'd see that, I would snap it, and then I would bring in the new, like it was a new color, and tie it off on the inside of the piece. But a lot of times as you're working through it so many times, the movement of pushing the chenille would separate it in many places. It just, I don't know, you guys. I don't think I'm going to be using this much. I'll use up what I have, but then I don't know that this is one I would keep buying. Bernat Blanket didn't do that. That was the one thing that I would say is a big plus for that other brand. So, do you go live twice a week? There's a couple times I caught you live. She goes on live every day of the week, Rita. Usually, unless there's something going on at home or something, appointment or whatever. Yeah, she's my wake up call every morning, basically. But I always get you going, Amber, but then I have to do my morning like shower really quick. So that's why I'm a little late to chatting. So that's where I'm at. But I always have you playing, so you're getting the watch time. 5 mornings a week, that's right. Yes. Okay. So if you haven't already, put the word of the day in, you guys. The word of the day is sprout. That's who I'm working on right over here. No, cats are also no help. They dive under the sheets and then they like start doing this bit and they want to play. And you're like, no. And they are totally fine just hanging out in there too. Like we've put the sheet over Merlin and he's just stayed there. Like he just enjoys being in it like a cave. So we've got one arm. One arm is tied off. I'm going to tie off this other one as well. So let me check which way I need to go. All right. I need to go like this. Helix. All right. I luckily have enough of this yarn. I ran out of the green hair yarn, so I have what I have, and hopefully I can make the hair piece together properly. And I think I will. I did it once, and I think I got it to where she wants it kind of like the styles that a lot of people draw Sprout. It's more anime-ish, where it's more pointed instead of rounded sort of looking leaves of his hair. So I think it'll look nice. Let me tuck this in. Tucking it in. That's right. Sprout is your word of the day. I'll probably be drawing the names here pretty soon. So we've got, let's see, we got 19 entries and 32 watching. So there's a lot of you that didn't put Sprout in yet. So if you want to, go for it. And if you're new, please subscribe, hang out. I go live twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Most of the week, or most weeks, it's every Tuesday, Thursday. I do, and Tank, in fact, I've made some little things where all you have to do is exclamation Ko-Fi, K-O-F-I, no hyphen, and it should drop from Nightbot. I have it for Ko-Fi, email, and I think Amazon for the book, for my book that I have here. And I also have it for, I think I put it under exclamation mark Hive. That posts the one where you can get a signed copy of the book as well from my store that I have. So I did try to do that recently. No, that's not. See, I picked up a different hook, you guys. Now I'm getting all confused. There, see, it works. Yay, thank you, Tank. Okay, let me get this started here. Blue Moon is when I catch you live. Yeah, it's hard. You know, I've been missing a lot of lives lately. Or the other thing is, since I'm doing so many things, you know, I have a lot of different tasks I need to get finished. I end up having them playing, but I'm not as active in chat as I used to be. And I'm still listening, I'm still there and supporting and stuff. It's just that I have to get stuff done too, you know, and I have a tendency to want to chat. So if I get started on the chatting front, I don't get anything done. Yes, so my patterns, most of my patterns, I've been working to get them on Ko-Fi. So yes, a lot of them are available there. I also have a shop on FRIZZY'S and it's called the Hive Shop. So that is also available, my patterns. I am on Etsy and Ravelry as well, but they charge more, right? Fees and stuff. So if you do want to get any patterns, I would look over to my website or Ko-Fi. Those are probably the best. Also use exclamation like for reminders to hit. Ooh, that's a good idea, Leslie. I gotta write that down. See, I have to program him to do that. He won't, it's not an automatic thing. What was it like? Is that what you said? Yeah, reminders to hit thumbs. That's a good idea. There's like so much you can do with Nightbot. As I learn or see other things that I like, I start using more stuff. Have to stay on task. Yeah. Exactly. And with you making stuff for fairs, it's labor intensive. So you have to have your hands moving on your projects, not on chatting. But, we like it when you chat too, selfishly. All right, so this is just about done. So what I'll probably do is I'll make an eye for Sprout that is with the black acrylic yarn for the pupil. I'm going to see how that looks and if it doesn't create a popped up eye, because I might want that. Take away my sword brandishing reminder to match the thumbie. That's right. And if you'd rather just have it to type in, I mean, you can certainly just type it in, because I always love you saying you're going to brandish your sword. Oh my goodness. All right, we're at 23 entries and 27 watching. So, oh, there's Ko-Fi bot. I thought I took him off as a moderator, but alas, he's still there too. Oh, that's because we got a support from BB. Oh, how cool is that? I didn't know it would say. Thank you, BB. See, I'm learning new things too. Okay, so I just finished that. We will cut that off and tie it off like so. There we go. So we've got another arm, which looks like a mitt. That's how his hand looks. So we've got two arms to sew on, and then the hair and the eyes. So that will be interesting. I can show you the hair though, since I have it over here. Let's see. See, I have it in pieces. Lots and lots and lots of pieces. Wait, there's more. Here we go. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys, have you seen, I've only seen a few creators have them, but especially for these bigger ones, there's almost like some sort of looks kind of like a knitting needle, but they have some decorative-y looking ones, but they're meant to be almost like if you would use a needle, or not a needle, a pin. On acrylic smaller amis, I can just use pins to hold a piece onto it while I whip stitch it down, right? But the pins would just come out on this blanket yarn, so it won't work. So there's some sort of like, basically it's like a giant pin that would help hold the pieces on. I'm wondering if you guys know where do you get those? Or are people just using knitting needles? Is that what, I guess that would work. I'd go get out my knitting needles that I inherited and just jab them in, I guess. Kim G is in the house. Hello. It's huge, Mandy. Yes, he is a large boy. So, yeah, like I said, it's so funny, you guys. So I told Lizzie she's not allowed over in this area because I started assembling him, and she knows he's coming for Christmas, but she has only seen pieces separately made, so she doesn't know what it's going to look like at the end. And I want to keep it that way. You know, gotta have a little bit of a surprise, but so what I've been doing is at night I put him on my chair, and then I take my shawls that I got from Mama G and Helix and the one I made, and I like drape it over him. It looks like I'm trying to hide a body. Oh, it's so funny. It just looks so weird, especially because he has no face. He almost looks like one of the what do they call them? Like those dummies, the traffic dummies, you know, that don't really have a face. One for pad and one for my TV. Watching TV chat on iPad. Oh yeah, hit like on pad first, then TV. There you go. You get the double points for that, huh? It is, yes, fully. It is a child size, yeah, for sure. Lizzie's taller than it, but it will probably come up to here on her, I would say. Large and in charge, that's right. Yes, we don't half things. See, I didn't say it because I didn't want to get in trouble. But we don't do that here. We go all out. Melissa G is in the house. Use a dark trash bag. Yeah, right. Caution tape. No, gosh, terrible. I've seen too many CSI and Cold Case, you know. You have blankets draped over gifts I haven't wrapped yet. That's a smart way to do it. You know, I remember my parents used to hide our gifts on the sides of their closets, but they just had one of the rolling closets, not like a walk-in closet. So I have a back corner that I shove bags of presents in as I get them. And most of the time you couldn't tell that it was there, but then it started getting kind of obvious. So luckily the kids don't go peeking, but I just remember hearing so many stories that people were like looking in search of their gifts. I'm always like, don't do that. Don't search for them. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Joanne, I thought that if it was the same channel that it wouldn't do that, like it wouldn't give you 2 thumbs, but hey, if it does it, that's great. That's awesome. Hi, Tammy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, so we've got 25 entries. Word is sprout. That's the word of the day. So if you want to put it in, do that now because I'm going to be drawing the names. So what I did was I made 3 that look full leaf size. And then I made 4 that are not full leaf size. So I'm going to, I'll cinch those closed as well. So these are going to be layered underneath. There's 2 reasons, well, yeah, there's pretty much 2 reasons why I'm not making full leaves of all of them. One, I didn't have enough yarn. Okay. Be honest, that's one of the main reasons. However, it also takes away some of the bulk because it's very thick. So when I make leaves, this is how I did the Happy Sunflower too. I make them in the round and then I just flatten them. I don't stuff them. So that's how I do the leaves. On the sunflower, I made like lines, you know, and I made it look even more leaf-like, but his character doesn't have that. So, but yeah, so this hair is going to be layered on top, and then she wanted him to have the little sprout thing that you pull the strawberry from. She told me to make it this long. I'm just saying. I was going to make it shorter, but she was like, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm like, how long do you want this thing? Anyway, so you have them in large black storage bags. Look like smallish body bags. I know, it's terrible. They found your gift hiding spot, so you had to move stuff. So will they go into your bags and like look through? I never peeked. I like being surprised too, Rebecca. Grandson and I just washed the car and now I get a rain alert. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, at least it won't have like dirt smudges all over it then. It'll just, you know, it'll just be extra clean, I guess. It'll help rinse away any soap that might be left. Yep. All right, so we've got 28 entries. Kendra, thank you. He's like, ho, 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 green giant. He totally is Tink. I didn't think of that. Yes, you're right. And his name was Sprout. I wonder, you know what, Tink? I wonder if that's the inspiration for him with the name and everything. That would be funny to find out if the creator of the game had that in mind. Hi, Pie. Want to come over? She usually likes to be cuddled, but I think I don't know, she wants to see where her sister ran off to, so. It was the front closet. I didn't really try to separate it all out. Yeah, it's tough. It's so tough. I mean, yesterday I started actually putting people's things in piles because I needed to see what I had bought. I have to start writing stuff down, you guys. I overbought for Lizzie. Because I forget what I've bought, especially if I find things earlier in the year and then I tuck them away and then I forget about them. But then when it comes time to actually wrap stuff, I pull everything back out again and then I'm like, what? Maybe I shouldn't have bought all of this. But some of it is practical stuff, like she needed some clothes. You know, James got some of that too. Older brother was one that peaked and ruined Christmas for you. My dad likes to do this and guess what he's getting. Do you guys do that? I don't want to know what I'm getting. Like, I like to be surprised. Yeah. Still need 6 more thumbs. Yes. If you haven't, please drop your thumbs. That would be great. And let's go ahead and start drawing some names. So we're at 28 entries. I am going to pick some names. So yeah, I'll collage these onto there. So he has leaves all around and doesn't have any bulb patches. And then he just needs his leaves, his sprout bit, and his eyes and face. And then I got to put his arms on too, I guess. But other than that, it's pretty much just assembly now. I'm just going to try out making that other eye and then one more other way before I decide on which one I like better, and then we'll go from there. You're still waiting for the Christmas list from your kids? Kendra, they are late. Do you go shopping Christmas Eve? Please tell me no. I wouldn't want to brave those crowds, so. When you're wrapped his in many large, yes, I heard it on the radio too. People have been wrapping things in forms that are not what they are. For example, like if you got somebody an iPhone, they would wrap it to look like a power drill, so that, you know, I don't know how they're doing it, maybe with like cardboard or you know, paper or whatever. So they're making the form of something else, wrapping that, and then it's completely a surprise. So I just think it's funny. Because there's so many times or one other thing, what we used to do is if it was a really small gift, but it was kind of like a bigger gift in what it was, whatever it was, we would wrap it in something small, but then wrap it again in a bigger. And so then you end up with a bigger box, and they're having to like undo all the wrappings and get down to the little thing in the inside. Did you guys ever get that? Thank you, Melly. When my son was little, I used to buy him the Mickey Mouse Power Ranger t-shirts. I wrapped them separate. He opens one and he says, "Mom, this better not be another shirt." I know my son's going to do that this year. I forewarned him. I go, "Son, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you ahead of time. You did get clothes, some clothes and stuff. So it was a necessary thing. He's growing like a sprout. I mean, he's grown like a weed." Hi, Sonia. How's it going? Welcome in. Put in the word of the day if you would like. It's sprout. I haven't drawn the names just yet. Exactly. And I was doing that too, Rita. I've been wrapping everything individually. But Lizzie, I ended up realizing had so many things that I started wrapping like 2 pairs of pants together and that kind of thing. Because, oh my God. it's not about the number. It shouldn't be, right? It shouldn't be about the number. But I always think of Dudley Dursley from the Harry Potter films. And, you know, when he's like, blasted last year I had 37. It's not about how big they are, you know. That's always what I think of whenever I think about kids and the number of gifts. So my brain goes there. Extended double crochet. Nice. That's true, Kendra. Yeah, if you have the what is it, 2-day shipping or whatever, they're still getting packages out before Christmas. So I just ordered stuff this week, actually, a couple days ago. So it should be coming any day now. So yeah, on the poncho thing. We can't win. All right, so here we go. Let's pick some names. The first 4 names get 2 entries in. The last one gets 10 entries in. You put something really heavy. Put some rocks in there, as long as it doesn't break anything, right? Yeah. Some weights, maybe. All right, so the first person that wins 2 entries in to our monthly gift away, which is coming up next Tuesday, is next Tuesday? No, not next Tuesday. Not next Tuesday, the 30th. Not next Tuesday. I am so confused. What day is it, you guys? Okay, not December 18th. Gift away comes up on the 30th, okay? That Tuesday. So anyway, here we go. We've got, oh, this was the one I was trying to remember. Which one was this? BLJB? Was that Butterfly? I don't think that's Butterfly. That was somebody else. So remind me again if you're still here. But I'm writing you down. Okay, +2. And let's keep going. We're going to re-roll. Alley Cat Kimberly. Congratulations. I can't spell Kimberly. Okay. Oh my gosh. That Tuesday, the 30th, that one, not next week. Because in my brain, I was already at Christmas week today. In my head, I guess it's Christmas week. So anyway, we got Rebecca. Rebecca got 2 entries in. And the last for 2 entries in is Kendra. Congratulations, Kendra. Okay, now, last person is going to get 10 entries in for this month's gift away. And that person is Butterfly. So the other one was not Butterfly. So Butterfly gets 10 entries in this time. Butterfly +10. Congratulations for everybody who got entries in to win. I don't know why I'm British now, but here we are. Too bad I'm not drinking tea. I'm just drinking my coffee. It's my tea till nighttime. Then it's tea. Then it's really tea. So, oh my goodness. So yeah, so we'll be back next Tuesday. I will go live next Tuesday. We'll draw names next Tuesday. Next Thursday is Christmas, so I won't be here on Christmas because we do a lot of, we do Christmas in the morning, and so that's when we'll be opening presents and hanging out and doing all that. So I won't be here for Christmas Day, but the following Tuesday is the gift away, but we're going to also draw names for the gift away, okay? So keep in mind that if you come on the 30th, I'm going to draw the 5 names we missed for Christmas and the 5 names for that day, and then we'll pick whoever wins the giveaways, okay? So you have a lot more chances to get your name in the hat, so no worries on that. And even though even if I miss a live for some reason, we still draw the names for that live, so you still get extra opportunities to get your name in the hat. So lots of ways. All right, you guys, I am off. I've got to get some stuff going here, and I will continue to hang out in the Discord if you're one of my members. So we'll chit chat throughout the day, and I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Good luck with Christmas shopping, wrapping, or whatever you're doing this weekend, and I hope you have an awesome weekend. I will see you next time. Goodbye, my friends. Have a good day.